Hey, it is December the 26th, 2018. I'm out here in a shirt and shorts and stuff. It just feels great. Feels great out here, except for that it's raining. So I'm under the porch. Y'all wanted to holler at y'all real quick, just to kind of put it out there for everybody. I don't know how to work those stories on YouTube, by the way. That new feature, I don't know. How. You might need YouTube Alpha in order to do that. I'm YouTube Beta. But I want to holler at y'all about some stuff just to put it out there, into the universe so that everybody feels this vibe, just in case if you're not. I want to talk to you about Parkland real quick. I'll let you know that earlier today I was actually on InfoComms. I think if you go to infocomms.org or something like that, you'll be able to find it, I'm sure. Put InfoComms, that's in the InfoWars thing. It's a forum and stuff. A lot like that particular forum is kind of like a Twitter, I guess. People have long typed out discussions and they share memes and stuff. It's pretty good. Anyways, I was on there earlier and I've been kind of slacking on it, like I've been slacking on everything. But I put a message out there maybe a week ago and then it got responded to by a number of people. And the message was about the fact is that Nicholas Cruz may very well be a patsy in all this. Maybe it has nothing to do with this. And I put that out just to see, to go fishing, see what people said. And the reaction, sorry about, got a big old truck, garbage truck. I don't know if y'all can hear that. It's very loud. But the reaction I got was very, very much like, yeah, they already know. And they're well beyond what I was saying. And a number of them actually mentioned the idea of targeted individuals, which is something we've been talking about for a while. Just in case anybody out there has the idea that maybe Nicholas is a targeted individual and even knows what a targeted individual is, I want to have you know that there's a lot of people out there who know exactly what you're talking about and have been thinking the same exact thing, all right? Our thoughts are not our own. These thoughts are just spreading far and wide. It's a lot of people who understand that none of this adds up at all right? Just wanted to let everybody know out there, you're not alone in that. There's a lot of people who think that he could have been wound up. They were sending demon voices into his head via machinery. That's real technology that really exists, and it's existed for years, all right? So I figure that's a possibility. And a lot of people still have that on their brain. They want to see evidence otherwise. They're not seeing no evidence otherwise. All right, so I want to put that out there. And with that being said, also, and I said it before, I'm sure a lot of people said it, this situation is beyond absurd. We've been given evidence that absolutely is like a slap in our faces all at one time. All right, so with that being said, absolutely what it's looking like from here is that Sheriff Israel needs to end up in prison or worse, for certain. And a lot of people might get confused while I'm saying that, and they might say, well, you don't know that Sheriff Israel had nothing to do with the shooting. Okay, considering if Sheriff Israel had nothing to do with the shooting, it's a complete, utter surprise to him. And he didn't know that the drills would be a terrible idea and things of this nature. His reaction by itself is enough that should land him in prison. For example, 8 days out from the shooting, he said Scott Peterson was the only one outside hearing shots. He said it for sure. He guaranteed it. That means the sheriff goes to prison in my eyes. All right? In my way of thinking, the sheriff goes to prison, maybe for life for saying that. He shouldn't have guaranteed nothing. All right? I mean, the thing is, none of our business. Maybe he should have shut the hell up about it. But instead, he went all on national TV and said, no, Scott Peterson is the only one. And then after that, he made other statements and stuff. Come to find out, people are getting in trouble 9-10 months later. All right, this sheriff needs to go to prison at very least. All right, so with that being said, you look at all the parents and all these committees, and you look at Ron DeSantis, and you look at gosh dang, the other guy's name is Rick Scott. You look at these people and you think, well, shoot, do they have any sort of inkling that we have? I mean, the thing is, they have to have much more information than we have. They have actual connections in the FBI and stuff. They hear things. So what are they going to do? What are they going to do about it? Me personally, I'm very much disappointed by the rhetoric that I've heard from even the Parkland parents who want Sheriff Israel out of commission. I want to hear them call for prison sentences and nothing less, because his reaction by itself, what we've seen on videotape by itself, deserves to get him in prison quite easily. So I wanted to see that from the parents. I didn't see it. It's very alarming. No, they want him to resign. Okay, well, that's step number one. I'm looking at Ron DeSantis and I'm looking at Rick Scott. All right. Sheriff Israel needs to resign. If that's the game that they want to play, that might be the game that they have to play. I really don't know the ins and outs of this political climate, but okay, they need to resign Sheriff Israel. I'm talking about soon. Up out of his office, put someone else in that office, and then we need answers immediately. All right, that is definitely have to be a part of the bargain. We need answers immediately. We feel like those answers are going to land Israel up in prison, or even worse, and he might deserve it. All right, so that is definitely one of the things that we have to focus on. A lot of people might be focused on the FBI and stuff like that. All right, holler at me. What's your main concern about this whole Parkland thing? My main concern is Sheriff Israel in a prison cell or worse for his actions and his absolute bald-faced lies. Anyways, it's December the 26th, 2018. I appreciate all y'all out there. Holler at me.